Hey, how's it going, Joker fan? It's your boy, Haha Joker, man. And today is a great day. It's a great day to be a Raiders fan, man. Las Vegas Raiders, week 1, beat the Patriots. And on an away game, on top of that, I mean, it doesn't get no better than that. As it is, man, as you guys know, start of the NFL season, week 1 games are very important, especially in the Raiders' case, man. New quarterback, new OC, new DC, spy tech. Tom Brady's more involved. New running back, you know what I'm saying? Just a whole new system, new DBs outside of like Isaiah Palomau. Like it's a lot of things that are different with this team now. And to get everybody on an away game to lock in, especially going into the second half and just finishing strong, it's important. It's so huge. Now, let's talk about it, right? As it is, I will give that game, in my honest opinion, I'll give it about a B, right? Somewhere along the line of a B plus, right? As it is, you know what I'm saying? We looking at the stats right now. Here's the things to notice, right? Offensively, once again, like I have said in my previous videos, when it comes to the Raiders, offensively, they'll figure it out. Chip Kelly is good enough. Probably didn't really do as good as a head coach, but as an OC, he is very, very good. He knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing. And the fact that he gave Geno Smith 34 attempts, that's big. You know what I'm saying? Because that shows a lot of faith, even after the interception. You know what I'm saying? It shows a lot of faith in Geno Smith that the Raiders didn't decide, or more so, either Pete Carroll or Chip Kelly didn't decide to just run pass. You know what I'm saying? The whole rest of the game, because pick. They still kept going to Geno Smith. They still allowed him to keep throwing the ball, which is huge. Geno Smith is a slinger, and it showed. You know what I'm saying? 24 on 34, 362 yards, average 10 yards a pass, which is huge, which means he's pushing the ball down the field. If you guys watch the game, he had some passes that were just really good. Like I said, outside of the pick, which again, it was an interesting matchup. You know what I'm saying? Brock Bowers was one-on-one with Carlton Davis. Carlton Davis just got a hand on it, tipped the ball up. You know what I'm saying? So it really, that one could have gone either way, but still very, very good game from Geno Smith. Had a pass to Thornton that could have been a touchdown. He really underthrew it, and you know he had to come back for it. Geno got to keep in mind, this boy run a 4.3 at 6'5". You can let him go get it. You know what I'm saying? So that really could have been a touchdown, but obviously the touchdown to start the first drive, touchdown to Trey Tucker, and just getting everybody involved. We had discussions before even the preseason started that, we should probably trade Michael Mayer. Obviously, as you guys know my opinion on it, I was on the side of keeping. You know what I'm saying? I know what Michael Mayer represents. I know how good he can be. And with Chip Kelly calling that offense, and we saw a lot of 2 tight end sets, which makes me very, very happy to see Michael Mayer, Brock Bowers on that line of scrimmage. It is so huge and it's so important, because once again, this is going to be one of the best we already got one of the best tight ends in the NFL, but this is going to be the best tight end duo in the NFL, and they are going to run things with these 2 tight end sets, man. And we saw that. We saw Michael Mayer get involved, picked up a huge fourth and 1 or whatever the case is to keep the drive going. We saw Jack Bech get some touches too. Obviously, Trey Tucker and his touchdown. Jacoby Myers, that boy better get an extension, right? Because after that game, after that performance he put up, man. I mean, we'll get into all the receiving stats and stuff like that. But I'm ranting the Ravens so much. I'm so happy. I'm ranting the Raven about Geno Smith so much. Very good game, right? Now, Genty, 19 carries, 38 yards. Again, a lot to be desired there. Obviously, he did get a touchdown. He got it going in the first quarter, but after that, kind of tapered off. in comparison to Travion Henderson. And here's the other thing too. Zamir White, he only had 3 carries also. So, Jincy was doing the bulk of the carries. Obviously, Raheem Mostert was out. But in comparison to what Trey Henderson was doing, in comparison to what Ramondre Stevenson was doing, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. At least Jincy got in the end zone and he got it going when he could. But there's going to be other opportunities, I'm sure, for him in the rushing game for sure. But Brock Bowers making his case. God damn. 5 receptions, 103 yards. Brock Bowers almost had equivalent. If he would have gotten the receptions, he would have had almost, if not more, receiving yards than what CeeDee Lamb had in that Eagles and Cowboys game to start the NFL season off. As a tight end, this boy is putting in work, bro. Brock Bowers is going to easily make his case again to be the best tight end in the NFL. And with Geno Smith and how he's slinging it, it's going to be an easy case to make. But also, we saw Brock Bowers go out. I hope he's okay. I saw he kind of tweaked his ankle or his knee or something like that. But he was able to walk off the field or whatever, get to the medical tent. Once again, I think he's fine. I don't think he returned to the game because it was like towards the back end of the game, if I'm not mistaken. But I believe he's fine. I didn't see any. I'm going to click on it real quick just to make sure. Right now, he's at questionable. Downplayed the knee issue that caused his exit from the contest. Yeah, with the win. So he does still have a knee issue. Once again, I don't know how major it is. We won't probably know anything till later on in the week. But again, I don't think it's bad because once again, he was able to walk off the field. It's not like he was carted off or nothing like that. So I don't think it's major. I think he just might have tweaked his knee. Possible sprain. I mean, it sucks. It really does. But as it is, man, like I think he'll be fine, right? But Jacoby Myers, 8 receptions, 97 yards. Once again, this man better get an extension. You know what I'm saying? He went out there and he put in work. Trey Tucker, we know what he did. Thornton, 2 receptions, 45 yards, big time. Michael Mayer, once again, like I said, having these 2 tight end sets, I did not think it was a good idea to trade him. I think that having these 2 tight ends will help your offense so much, especially in the run game, because both Michael Mayer and Brock Bowers are very good run blocking tight ends. These 2 tight end sets will help expand that offense so much. And I'm so happy that they kept him and didn't trade him. And it's showing. 4 receptions, 38 yards, and obviously the big time first down that he had. Huge. Jack Besh had 1 reception doing his thing where he needs to do it. Very good game from the offense, man. I honestly, like I said, outside of the pick, couldn't get the run game going. The other big issue I've noticed with the Raiders, at least in the first half, obviously they made second half adjustments, but the biggest thing to be aware of is this right here. 4 sacks, right? Those 4 sacks out of 29, I don't know if it's 29 pressures or what the 29 is for, but sacking Geno Smith 4 times, not good. But primarily it was due, from me watching the game, it was due to the stunts and it was due to just them blitzing, right? So the O-line's got to do better on the blitz pickup, be more aware of the stunts. Obviously they addressed it because I think all the sacks came in the first half. I don't think he got sacked anymore after that. So as it is, that's something that does need to be addressed, but going into week 2. But either way, defensively, right? Devin White, I would say the offensive player of the game is easily going to go to Geno Smith. If there was a defensive player of the game, I'm going to be honest with you, right? And I know it's going to come as maybe a shock to some of y'all, but I'm going to say it's Devin White, right? And I get Isaiah Palamau had a pick. I get Max Crosby had the pressure that caused Drake May to throw the pick to Isaiah Palamau. You know what I'm saying? I get all that. But if y'all really watch the game from start to finish, this man, Devin White, was flying around the field. He was literally everywhere. Wherever there was a play to either be made or somebody else was making, he was always, when the Raiders defense was on, right? And the ball was somewheres, Devin White was either right there or not far behind. That man, Devin White, was flying all over the place. And I have made the previous video to this one. I talked about Isaiah Simmons and his athleticism, him flying around the field and stuff like that. I also said I didn't know what Devin White really had, how much he had left in the tank. He's shown he's got a lot left in the tank, and we need that kind of effort if he's going to give it every play. You know what I'm saying? So with that, now, once again, Jamal Adams, right? 3 tackles, 3 solos. Once again, 1 quarterback hit. Again, I still believe that Isaiah Simmons will fit perfectly into this Raiders defense, right? I think we can utilize him, especially with his range that he has. He can definitely be utilized in his defense. I hope that they give him a chance, but either way, Blue Kelly, right? 9, 7, no sacks. I think he had a lot of tip passes too. He didn't play bad. He didn't play bad at all. Obviously, we know what Isaiah Palomar did. Eric Stokes played very well. That was almost a pause moment. Jeremy Chin, he did his thing. Tyree Wilson actually got a sack this game. This dude, man, Tyree Wilson, man. But either way, the other thing is too, Malcolm Kuntz, right? He kind of showed some flashes here and there in the game, got himself a sack. I think the biggest thing with Malcolm Kuntz is that the strip sack that he caused, he had 2 quarterback hits, which is obviously good. Max Crosby obviously got a sack, him doing his thing. I really don't really even need to go about talking about Max. Like, he's always gonna do what he's supposed to do. But everybody, for the most part, on defensively, they came out and did their thing, right? Keep in mind, I understand offensively what we were going against with the Patriots defense. I understand Christian Gonzalez didn't play in that game, but the fact that we held the Patriots to 13 points, there's something to be said about that. Now, once again, I'm not going to start hooting and hollering about, oh, maybe the DBs are really locked down and this, that, and the third, and maybe we really figured it out. I'm not going to go that far. Me personally, and Stephon Gilmore actually tweeted out about this, that this is the first time in I forgot how many years he said that he is unemployed. And I mean, I think the Raiders can use him. He wants to play. So I think we should at least give him a shot to bolster that DB room for sure. So I personally don't see a problem in it, but again, will the Raiders, sign him or not? I don't know, but like I said, I think they should. But again, at the end of the day, like I said, Malcolm Kuntz showed a lot of flashes. Obviously, the biggest thing was the strip sack that he had. Patriots obviously recovered it, but still, he got one out there. He showed some flashes, and I was very happy about that. Now, the key thing to this too, on the Patriots end, right? As y'all can see, as good as our offense did, Drake May and the Patriots weren't far behind. 46 attempts, which when Josh McDaniels was head coach, this is very unorthodox. You know what I'm saying? Josh McDaniels was a run pass when he was with us. So this is very interesting. But either way, 46 attempts, 287 yards. Did a very good job in the run game, right? Going against a 2 running back set, did a very good job holding these boys. This is going to be huge when it comes to going against the Chargers next week. Obviously a division team that we're going to be going against. Now, Keyshawn Boutte. Now, here's the thing, right? I get most of the focus might have been on Diggs, but again, 6 receptions, 57 yards for Diggs. Boutte has 6 receptions on 103 yards. So I'm going to say this right now. Whatever the issue was that this happened, that Keyshawn was this open, putting up this kind of work on us, this can't happen going against the Chargers, because Keenan Allen will kill you for this. You know what I'm saying? Lad McConkey, he will hurt you bad with something like this. The only good thing about it is that neither one of these guys, their top receivers, their top end guys, whether it was Henderson, Diggs, Hunter Henry, Keyshawn Boutte, the only good thing about these guys is that they had no touchdowns. So we bend, but we didn't break. We didn't allow them to get into the end zone too many times. That was the key thing too. But again, you can't get away with this with a better receiving core going into next week. And to be honest, a better quarterback, obviously, in Herbert. You cannot let these receptions, these yards happen. Once again, at the end of the day, unless you got Saquon, unless you got Derrick Henry, this is still a pass league. And you need to have DBs on the back end that's going to help, maybe not stop this completely, but for hell sure slow this down, right? So another key thing of why I think they need to get Diggs. You know what I'm saying? So something like this can at least be slowed down. Now, like I said, all in all, I think it was a very good game for them, for the Raiders for sure. But either way, Raiders, fantastic game. My biggest thing that I'm happy to see is that they're giving Geno Smith the room to let him sling it, to let him utilize his weapons. And Chip Kelly is utilizing that 2 tight end set quite often. And I'm very happy to see that too. That makes me so happy. We should, I'll be honest with you, we should not have a fullback on the field, not damn time. Michael Mayer should be going in at fullback when we need him to, if there needs to be a run play that involves a fullback. But we should not have a fullback on the field at all, ever. It should be 2 tight end sets, maybe 3 receiver sets, whatever. But for the most part, Genty should be back there by himself at all times to maximize not only what he can do, but obviously maximize the 2 very good tight ends that you have. So I like that all that was being used. Chip Kelly called a beautiful game, man. I got no complaints about how Chip Kelly called the game. And for the most part, I get it. Drake May's a sophomore right now, first year actually starting out the season and stuff like that. But a win's a win. Defense came out, held them to 13. I'll take it. You feel me? I definitely will take that. But either way, y'all let me know in the comment section below, how do you guys feel about the Raiders' first win? Once again, for me right now, especially this early on in the season, I think also too the biggest thing is that it's not so much on how the Raiders win, or I think it's not the fact of the whole if the Raiders win or if they lose. It's how they win and how they lose. They came out, did their thing the first drive, and it seemed like they were slipping in the first half. Came out second half and they dominated the whole second half. I will take that. But either way, my fault. Let me know what you guys think that they can improve on. How do you guys think they can get better? Whether it be offense, defense, maybe picking up a player here or there. Just let me know in the comment section. Either way, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Raiders 1-0. Hopefully these boys can make it 2-0, man. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys drop a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, man. It's free. It only takes 1 second. With that being said, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.